Special rest in peace to the wisest man I ever knew, my good brother Quan Lewis. I know you watching over me, King. You'll never be forgotten and you'll always be missed. Peace in paradise. Quan Lewis. Special rest in peace to my little cousin, Grant Brown. You'll always be missed and you'll never, ever be forgotten, bro. I love you and I miss you. Peace in paradise.
What's up with your family? It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby, Remiel Ma'at. You are now tuned into Ma'at TV. Most of y'all know the routine, but if you don't, remember to hit that like button as you come in. But most importantly, share this video because it's all about the content. If you're new to the channel, it's your first time stopping by, rocking with your boy, do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. But do yourself a favor, hit that notification bell to make sure it's on all so you can be alerted and notified whenever I drop this heat. Switching lanes again, family. I know most of y'all used to seeing me doing Young Pharaoh videos and reaction videos and of that nature. We're going to switch lanes in this one again. Today, we're going to get into more intellectual reactions. So, I came across these two videos listening to them last night while I was doing my work. And I came across these videos by accident. You know how, you work and you can't just be flicking through videos and stuff. So sometimes I just gotta let that shit rock. Like if I ain't got a playlist going, I gotta let it rock so it automatically jumps to the next video, what's ever on the, algorithm. So I came across these two videos by accident. First video, really, oh man, I am so scared for my kids to go to school. Like, is at the point to where I'm thinking about homeschooling my kids. Like, really thinking about homeschooling my kids because you gotta worry about the teachers trying to fuck them, and you gotta worry about school shooters. Hold on, let me adjust my chair. It's one thing to have to worry about these school shooters, and then you gotta worry about the teacher trying to fuck them or fucking them, whichever or. So, believe it or not, a teacher uses an assignment to find out his students' sexual fantasies. I'm gonna repeat that because I know it didn't marinate the first time you heard it, because it didn't marinate with me the first time I heard it. I had to run it back and make sure I heard it correctly. You heard it correctly. A teacher used a school assignment to try to figure out his students' sexual fantasies. Yeah, it's that deep now. So, without further ado, I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna get into the video. We're gonna roll that beautiful bean footage. This is fair use for educational and critique purposes.
Our top story this hour. It's about a controversial health class assignment at a high school in Eugene. It has parents upset, to say the least, and I think when you hear the details, you'll understand why. It's even drawn a response from Oregon Governor Tina Kotek.
Yeah, so this assignment that we're talking about at Churchill High School asked students to share a sexual fantasy. Our Devin Haskins joins us in studio this morning. And
I heard somebody say this too, and I thought the same exact thing. I feel like the teacher was trying to groom and figure out which student was the most sexually advanced. I think he was trying to find out which one knew what they was doing, what they like, and what they're willing to do. That's just my humble opinion on this situation.
Devin, school officials say they are now reviewing that curriculum.
Yeah, Christine, that's correct. It's part of the Health 2 Human Sexuality class at Churchill High School. The health classes use a curriculum called OWL, meaning Our Whole Lives. It was developed by the Unitarian Universalist Association and the United Church of Christ and adopted by the school district 7 years ago.
It was the United Church of Christ? That sounds like a Catholic school too. Yeah, you know how them Catholic schools is.
You better be careful, little buddy.
You already know, I ain't gonna say it, but you know, they got a reputation for certain activities over there at the Catholic school. And this sounds like a Catholic school. I don't know if it's a Catholic school, don't quote me on that. I don't know for sure if it's a Catholic school, but it sounds like it's a Catholic school to me. Sounds pretty Catholic.
Assignment in question asked students to write a paragraph or two about a sexual fantasy.
Now, first, they try to say it was a rumor, but then the assignment popped up on the internet. It got the teacher last name and everything on it. Damn. God damn.
But without penetration. The last line of the assignment says it's to show that you can show sexual fantasy. School district 7 years ago.
Hold on, what the assignment say? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm registering what the hell I'm reading at the same time. It's throwing me off. Hold on. For those students who were absent, you will write a short story of a paragraph or two. This story is a sexual fantasy that will have no penetration of any kind or oral sex, no way of passing an STI. You will choose 3 items: romantic music, candles, oil massage, feather boa, flavored syrup, etc. to use in your story. Your story should show that you can show and receive loving physical attention without having sex. What the fuck did I just read? It is really throwing me off, y'all. As a parent, let my child come home with an assignment that let's say my child comes home with this assignment, but they coming to me because they don't understand the assignment. They're trying to figure what is he the fuck is going on here. Let's say my child think it's a trick, or whatever the case may be. He don't know what the fuck is going on, so he breaks it to me. And I look down and I read this shit here. Sorry, it'd be missing a school. There'd be some teachers missing up in that motherfucker. That's all. There's gonna be some furniture moving up in that school. There's gonna be some desks flying up in that motherfucking school. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Show that you can show and receive loving physical affection without having sex. In an email to parents, the school's principal says the OWL curriculum is endorsed by the Oregon Department of Education. But according to the Oregonian, a spokesperson for the ODE says OWL is not on that list.
Wow. They try to lie and cover it up and say the shit was on the goddamn list of education. Oh man, the Department of Education said, don't put that shit on us. They came out real quick. Don't put that shit on us. We didn't do that. Don't put that shit on us. That's it. He came out real quick on that one. Don't put that shit on us. We didn't do that.
The OWL curriculum is endorsed by the Oregon Department of Education. But according to the Oregonian, a spokesperson for the ODE says OWL is not on that list. Parents in the district.
The ODE said, we don't know y'all. What did y'all talk about? We ain't put that on there. OWL ain't on this list. OWL who? Who? OWL? Who? They told him, they went to the Department of Education and said, you know about this OWL program? They looked down and saw what it was. Who? 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 They got the who it. Who?
Rightfully so, were furious once they learned of the assignment.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on our whole life. I know what I can find on the internet. I know what I've read from the Oregon Department of Education. I see nowhere where it should be talking about your sexual fantasies. I'm going to ask the superintendent to make some really hard decisions here about the curriculum or the individual who's teaching the wrong curriculum.
That teacher need to be fired. You need your license taken away. You need to be fired. Now, if it was part of a curriculum that he was told to teach, that's a different story. And even if, that was the case, let's say that is the case. Let's say that is the case. He was told to teach that. It was part of a curriculum that he was supposed to teach. Because some schools, I don't know if all schools, but I know some schools, they have guidelines. They have a set of curriculum that, the teacher has to teach. However he teaches it, he can teach it in his own way, but he has to teach, but he or she has to teach that curriculum. Now, if that's the case, then that whole school need to be shut down. But according to the Department of Education in that area, no the fuck it ain't. So that can't be the case. Now to think about it, it can't be the case. If the Department of Education is saying, no, that ain't in our curriculum, we don't know where the fuck that came from. Al who? That's what they said. So that came from him. He need to be fired. He need to be fired. I'm sorry, all this is registering. Like I said, I was in the middle of work when I first listened to this shit. It's finally like processing. This teacher need to be fired. He needs his license taken away. He should go to jail. He should go to jail. That's like sexting. That's equivalent to sexting one of those students. He might as well have been sexting one of those students. For those of you who don't know what sexting is sexually texting someone. Sex and texting mixed together. Sexting. You might as well have been doing that.
That class assignment even gaining the attention of Governor Tina Kotek. A representative for Kotek sent KGW this statement when asked about the assignment. They write, the governor is appalled and thinks these assignments are woefully inappropriate and unacceptable. They do not reflect educational best practices or Oregon standards. Now,
so they got the governor of the what's the name involved? The governor of who we say was the governor of? Hold on, let me make sure I'm saying it right.
They write, the governor. That class assignment even gaining the attention of Governor Tina Kotek. A representative for Kotek sent KGW this statement when asked about the assignment.
Oh no, the actual governor. You got the governor. Ooh, you in some shit now. You in some hot water now, bro. You might be going to jail. You got the governor involved. This is. You ain't getting a job nowhere else. I'll tell you that. No, somebody gonna hire his ass. He gonna jump another state. If they don't send his ass to jail and nothing like comes of this, like he just gets fired. Some motherfuckers get fired with a good recommendation. You feel me?
They write, the governor is appalled and thinks these assignments are woefully inappropriate and unacceptable. They do not reflect educational best practices or Oregon standards.
Well, they don't know.
Now, this is not the first assignment that's raised some eyebrows. A previous...
That's what they usually do. And I think, like at the end of the day, that's what they usually do. When pedophiles, which I think he is, whoever this person is, I think they're a pedophile, period. My humble opinion. They're a pedophile. When they're caught and they don't get into trouble, what they do is they up and relocate to a whole nother state and repeat the process.
The assignment from that class from February was titled, "With Whom Would You Do It?" Students spun a wheel with various sexual acts on it. And then were asked to list the initials of a male or a female that they would do each activity with.
Wait, what?
Teacher of this asked to list, "Would you do it?" Students, this assignment Oregon standards. Now, this is not the first assignment that's raised some eyebrows. A previous assignment from that class from February was titled, "With Whom Would You Do It?" Students spun a...
Wait, this wasn't the first time this person has done this shit? He did a game called Who Would You Do It?
A wheel with various sexual acts on it. And then were asked to list the initials of a male or a female that they would do each activity with.
Wow, that's sick. That is truly sick. That is truly some sick shit. Oh man. He had these kids play a game called Who Would You Do It? Had them spin a wheel with different various sex acts. I think I heard this earlier on the other channel I heard it from. I didn't hear this news clip. I heard it from a channel, so I went and found the news thing myself. I heard it was anal, oral, kissing, and just plain, regular intercourse. Those were different things that were on the wheel. And he had them write down the initials of the person that they would do it with. Truly sick and appalling.
The teacher of this class is new to the district and a football coach for the school. The school...
Any a football coach is usually a sports coach. Is it not usually a sports coach?
You better be careful, little buddy.
The district now says the sexual fantasy assignment will be removed from the class syllabus and will not count towards the students' grades. Christine?
It will not count towards their grades. You just scarred these kids for life. You talking about not counting it towards their... This is some truly sick shit. It's all around sick, all around the board. It's sick all around the board. And I think that teacher was grooming those kids. He was trying to find out which kid was the most sexually advanced and what kid was what they were willing to do if they were sexually. I'm sorry, y'all, my goddamn socks are itching the hell out of my leg. I got eczema. These goddamn socks itching. I think he was grooming them. You can't tell me nothing. No, he was grooming them, and he was trying to figure out which kid was doing what. And why is it? The one thing I did not hear throughout this whole entire story was they fired him. The teacher was suspended. He got a warning. Something. Kids say, what the fuck? A warning? Something? Like, what the fuck? They did nothing. They just let it go. We took it off the list and it won't go towards their grades. What?
You better be careful, little buddy.